Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Jaya, but you can call me Holly J. That's it. Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Holly J, also known as Jaya, and today this is my first video on this channel. And guess what today is? Today is my senior graduation photos, graduating undergrad. So I am gonna head to the store. I had some stuff happen yesterday, and so therefore the jewelry that I have purchased no longer goes with the look. I think I need bigger earrings, so I'm going to the beauty supply store and I'm going to see if they have jewelry, which they normally do. I feel like I could find something. And then I also need a hot comb to lay my wig like effortlessly, and so I'm taking y'all with me. I also plan to get ready with y'all too, and yeah, chop it up. So I'll see y'all maybe when I get to the beauty supply store. I'm still trying to get comfortable with vlogging in person, which I normally don't care that much, but I usually don't care when there's someone with me. But like, you know, when it's just you talking to a camera, it's like, is she full of herself or is she full of herself? And it's like, who? Maybe not. All right, so I'm back home, and I'm just eating me some breakfast. I really didn't want to eat because I'm trying to get snatched, and I don't work out regularly right now because my gym is not open yet. But I'm a Taurus, so when I have the decision of eating and not eating, I'm going to eat. That. But I just have some cinnamon raisin, English muffins, turkey sausage, and grapes. And I got some orange juice. And I'm just outside eating. And the next step is to get ready. Go ahead and get to chatting. So I am graduating from the University of South Florida. It's in Tampa, and I am a mass comm major with a concentration in public relations. So I know your question is, so what's next? Well, I'm just gonna take it back. I started USF in 2016, January. It was my #1 school. My brother went to this school blank plus years ago. We have a big age difference, so he went way before me. But he loved it. And I just remember the experience of like taking him, and like, you know, how Tampa just seemed so so my speed in a way, but I get like I was probably like 12 or something like that, maybe a little older, no, like 12. I think I was in middle school, but yeah. So like, yeah, that was a very long ago perception I had on Tampa. But besides the point, my memories from there were always pretty like legit, you know, new places to eat, new things to see, you know, just something different. And my brother enjoyed his time. He was a proud bull. So it was my #1 school because I wanted to leave home, which is Tallahassee. And I had my eyes on FIU, but I just thought about how like getting home would be such a massive thing of 8 hours every time. So that kind of deterred me from that. UCF just seemed really big to me. I didn't get admitted for fall nor summer because USF got really competitive around then. And what's crazy is that they don't advertise to Florida students. Like, a lot of their population is from overseas, international students, and people from, I did a tour and everything. It was just so pretty, and I was just like so set on it. So I came, but I was a spring admit, and I quickly learned that I didn't get the best experience to immerse myself into the school. And I do blame the school for that, because they should do a better job of, you know, like orientation for spring students and like giving them opportunities to mingle and meet people. Yes, there's like things at the start of every semester, but it's nothing like summer and fall. Like, summer is like literally fresh. People just graduated. They're all living in the same building, so they're just, you know, dealing with each other in close proximities. Fall has the feel and the rush of, you know, college is starting, and the rest of the people that are coming in. Yeah, like, and like people that already go here are coming back. There's football season, there's basketball, there's all these things, there's homecoming, you know, things that bond people. Like, I had beef with USF for a long time. Like, I really did, because I was not enjoying myself. Like, my freshman semester, that first spring semester, was decent. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was decent because it was so new. I was going to parties, I met people, I joined a thing, I joined NCNW, and I had like 2 good friends that were from Tallahassee as well, but she had already been there, and the other one was older than us by a year, so she had already been there, and they became roommates. So I did eventually find a place and find myself with like a group of people that I kind of cared about and stuff. But again, this was like still after I was feeling really like shitty, excuse my French. So yeah, freshman semester was cool. I was going to parties. I had a big from my from NCNW, and we would hang out, whatever the case may be. You know, like I did socialize. Like, I met people. I was on the committee of a pageant and NCNW, like that was the committee I was on, the pageant, and like I met people there, you know, but nothing never really stuck, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you can know people all day long, but there was like no one that I felt like was a companion for me to like be like, hey, let's go eat, let's do this, let's do that. So yeah, the first semester ended quick, you know, I went back home. It's summer 16, we all know summer 16 was litty. So yeah, then came back in the fall, and I went to a new dorm. Here is where I really got depressed. My sophomore year, I was very depressed, and like, I don't say that term loosely at all. I think it was a combination of things. Feeling lonely, like sophomore year, I just felt overwhelmingly lonely. Like, from my major, I'm math comm. Like, USF is very known for the sciences and math and engineering, so even my black faces were like pre-med and biology, and so like we weren't crossing paths like that. So I spent so much time by myself, and my major is pretty whitewashed, so I spent a lot of time by myself. So I just felt very lonely. My dorm I share with white girls, like no shade to white women, but it's like, then, you know, like I'm surrounded by white people, I'm everywhere, and it just felt so lonely. Like sophomore year was really hard, but hindsight is 2020, and I say all that, but I also wasn't doing my part. Like I stopped showing up to NCNW. I met a really good friend, and I kind of like, I was shallow a little bit. Like I'm coming from Tallahassee, which is a college town, and I'm just upset with the, like, what they consider their parties to be. Like I was just shallow. I'm not gonna get into details, but, and like I said, hindsight is 2020, and these things I reflected on, I prayed over. Like I have really like evolved, and that's one thing I want to say to USF is that as many trials and errors I felt, and how I felt lonely, and how I felt underrepresented, and just an array of things that I don't feel like I got the best experience from college because of, I also know my role in it as well. And once my mindset changed, things did get better. They weren't like exactly what I expected, but they did get better. And I just thank USF for those trials and stuff, because it showed me things that I did not like about myself, and I literally had to go like soul searching. Like I am much stronger because of USF. I learned things about myself, like I'm not that same person anymore. And so, you know, as miserable as I felt, it was like a necessary growing tool, and God used USF to do that. But yeah, there were some hard times there, and I was just so upset in my senior year, like in my sophomore year. Like I wouldn't want to go out, people invite me places, but I just felt like, and it was like my roommates, which are white. I'm like, I don't really want to go out with y'all because y'all don't know how to just go out. Y'all do too much. And that's the fact. That's the truth. Like, I wanted women that were like me as friends, but I just felt like everyone had their group already. Everyone. Like, because I came so late, like, it was always like I was just an add-on to anything I tried with people. And it's not like they tried to make me feel that way, but it just was. Like, I didn't have that established, you know, relationship with them like they already built. So that would just make me depressed, you know, like really sad. And yeah, it was so long ago that I can't even like really give y'all the details, but just know sophomore year was hard for me up in that dorm. I would cry a lot, but then again, I realized that I was doing it to myself. I wasn't, you know, participating. Like I wasn't, and I felt like I tried, but I could have tried harder. But yeah, like I said, I can't even really remember all the details, but I just wanted to share my experience with USF and just how it's gotten me to where I am now. You know, like there were some really like dark times, and some of it was because of me. And I say that to say that, you know, sometimes you're in your own way. Sometimes it's you're in your own way. How are you going to expect to connect with people when you're not going anywhere? The people that are around you, they're not good enough, you know, like you're just shutting everything down, and like, who are you? So I basically, like, I kind of relearned myself. Like, I think what it was is that you have to let go of your old self. You're not in high school anymore. Like all that is gone. So you have to kind of like let go of those things to like make room for new things. And that's what I feel like I'm going to do so much better in this next chapter. Like I'm just going to be open. Like I'm not going to be closed off. Now I know that so many great people come in so many different like shapes and sizes, and I just don't want to do that to myself because it really delayed me. Like it delayed my experience. But I still blame USF for a lot of it. I'm sorry. I just do. But I will say USF is on the rise. Like this school is on everyone's radar. And Black USF is finally getting tradition. Like all the Divine 9 is on the yard again. Like, when I came, it was like USF was in a transitioning period. Like, I truly feel that way. I do, because I can already see from like now exiting, but just seeing all this stuff kind of like building back up. I'm telling you, the kids that come here now, the black kids that come here now, they're about to have a good time. They're going to have a good time. But then fast forward junior year, I started to open up, started to make more connections. I reconnected with some people that were really good to me, and that, you know, I just kind of wrote off for whatever reason. Don't ask me. People underestimate, but like, this is something I was preaching. It's like, it's so much easier to meet people when you have like a support, like a good friend with you. Like, it's easier to go be social and try new things if you have someone to do that with. Like, you know, I knew that I should be going out and I should be, you know, trying to get involved. But when you go and you see that everyone, yes, they're at this public in general thing, but everyone came with someone to experience that with. So it was always like, I'm still trying, I'm doing what everyone else is doing, but I'm still by myself and no one's checking for me because everyone has their people. So like, yeah, it was definitely a struggle. Like, sheesh, definitely a struggle. But yeah, I think I want to do this green here. Alright, since you're doing too much. Junior year was much more fun. Like, I realized I have friends, and so we were doing things, and we were celebrating birthdays, and staying the night, and having, like, you know, like, I had people. Like, we want to go somewhere, we had people. I had people. Just like everyone had people, I finally had people. Like, best times. When I finally like embraced it, best times. Like, I appreciate that so much, because I was really like not feeling it. One of them left. They went back to Tallahassee to become a nurse. But she left, like, she did. Like, what are we supposed to do? But yeah, she did. She had to go get that money, honey. And it was just me and my other friend. And we got connected between the one that left. So we had to then kind of formulate our own relationship, you know? And we did. And that's my rider. Like, that's my girl. And senior year has been, you know, like, I'm kind of seasoned now. I live at home still, you know. I got my person, and through her, I've met people that are from Tampa, because she's worked at different jobs. I worked at different jobs. They have really broadened our horizons. We've met people through them, and like, I now have some connects. Like, we've hung out. Like, there's people I know now. It all is with time. But yeah, USF taught me a lot about myself. That's the moral of this. You know, I just wanted to say that it was a struggle for me. There was some times where I really was down and out, hated it. I still, you know, have feelings about USF. You know, I still feel like I didn't get the best college experience. I don't think USF afforded me that. And, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Like, there's so much more life. You know, I used to be upset about that, because it's just like, you're supposed to have a really dope college experience. I didn't really get that, but it's okay. I'm dope. Life's gonna go on. I'm about to enter a whole new chapter, and I'm doing it, and I'm taking everything I learned from this. Taking everything I learned from this experience and trying to do my best moving forward. The time. Okay, now let's get to the face. Actually, let's put these lashes on and then get to the face. And then let's talk about the next chapter. Lashes are on. Man, lashes are just everything. Like, I went from like 12 to 22, just like that. And yes, I like to put my lashes on before everything else, because I be all up in my eye, like, and I be pressing on my face. Like, that just defeats the purpose of when I put on my makeup. So I do it before. Moving on to what's next. So I want to, like, ideally I was thinking you know, try to get in at like an agency since I'm PR and stuff. And I feel like with PR, yeah, like school is cool and all, but it's more of an experiential thing to like hone your skills, find your niche, what makes you different, what makes you strong, like what makes you strong at it and stuff. Get some of those things under my belt. So I kind of feel like being at an agency would give me the most opportunity for that, and to work on different accounts, different industries, different brands. So that was something I was thinking about. But as I started doing my job search, and I wanted to be, I really felt like I wanted to be in Orlando, because Tampa just doesn't have nightlife. And like, I know this might be the wrong things to worry about, but that's what also added to, you know, the thing with US stuff and stuff. There's not a lot to do here. Like, it's just not. And even the US stuff base wasn't really doing anything, from house parties to anything, until Royal Heat started doing Wing Crush Wednesday, which we love. Thank you, shout out to Royal Heat. But yeah, like, they were missing that piece too. Here comes my mom. Oh shit. Yeah, so there's not like a lot to do here either. So I was like, I want to be in like Orlando. I'm trying to be a young professional. I'm trying to, you know, have reasons to get cute. That's another thing. I lost me a little bit at USF, because I was always over the top. Like, I would get dressed every day for school. I was practicing my makeup, and people be like, "You get dressed up every day?" Like, yes. Where else do I go? And then I just got comfortable and I stopped. And that's not me. All in all, I have ideas for, like, you know, what I want to do career-wise and stuff. I think I ultimately want to be in Atlanta, because I'm PR, for crying out loud, and I need to kind of be in a metropolitan area. But I don't really have aspirations for New York. I might get there, but at this moment, no. And I don't really want to be no one's publicist. I want to be on a strategic team, creative and marketing strategic like team for a brand. So yeah, what I'm really focused on out of graduating is solely me, like just getting back to myself, and also being able to practice independence. Like, I really would like to be making more money. Obviously, I would like it to be, you know, related to what I studied and what I have a degree in. You know, let that afford me to get paid more. But I'm not putting too much pressure on that, because after doing my job search, I know that a lot of what I'm looking for is not in Florida. All Florida offers is finance and healthcare, and who wants to be doing PR for that? That's boring. I'm more so focused on personal development over career-wise. I just know that I obviously want to be working somewhere where I make some more money, so that I can, you know, live on my own, get some independence, do that first. And I also want to do that first here, you know, and I didn't want to double time and start on my independence all while moving to a new city and starting a new job. I thought about that, and I was like, that's a lot. But if it had came, I was about it. You gotta take risks in life. Like, I was definitely about it. But if I have a choice, I'm thinking, you know, like, there's a lot of time for career development, you know what I'm saying? And I do want to keep whatever job I do get kind of like centered around my field. And PR is very broad, so that goes from like social media to content creation to community relations to it's a lot. So there's a lot I could do to still like have my resume following a certain track. But yeah, I'm actually like, I'm not too hard on myself about the career thing. Like, I really want to get back to me. I feel like USF took so much. I just do. because it wasn't like the best environment for me to really like be me and spread my wings. It just didn't afford me that because that's not the culture of the school. My nickname is Hollywood, for crying out loud. Like, that tells you the kind of gal I am. And USF wasn't ready for me. They really weren't. Like, I'm not even lying, they really weren't. And like I said earlier, I think they are now. Like, I think the culture now is right up that alley. It's crazy. It's like, why y'all gonna do that for me? I had a bigger lesson to learn. I already understand. Me and God, we here. We here. He has some things to teach me. I learned. I learned. That's what I'm feeling next. And no, I'm not gonna prematurely spill any beans. Nah. But I have been, since like October, I've been trying at least, and I've been pretty successful. I've been applying to jobs, like a job a day since October. Obviously, I've missed some days. Some days I've done 2 jobs in a day to make up. But for the most part, that's what I've been doing. And I kind of like job hunting because it's teaching me a lot of different titles and roles I could play with this degree. If you get what I'm saying. So yeah. Want to know what I'm doing after graduation? Working on me. Which leads me to my YouTube, Holly J. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Holly J. Jaya for short. No, I like that. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Holly J, also known as Jaya. Oh no, I could say, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Holly J, but you can call me Jaya. Oh no! Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Jaya, but you can call me Holly J. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Just like that, y'all. I figured it out. But yeah. Y'all, this hair though. I'm gonna tell y'all about this. Asteria. That's my jam. I got a bob from them earlier in the year. And when I saw like this Asteria, this is a 6x6 closure, cause baby, I'm telling you, like, I'm not here yet on the bad beat level. I'm just not. And I'm okay with that. Because I'm still all that. I'm still that girl. But I'm just not here. And that's okay, like, we just do it, you know, we just that wherever we at. You know what I mean? And that's just me. And that's just that. On that. Life after graduation is about Jaya. I have some personal goals I want to fulfill. And one of them involves YouTube. I kind of want to take the height of me graduating and going into a new chapter and starting to like document that and like, you know, share my journey, what I learned, where it takes me, what's next, all of that. I want to like share that. And YouTube has been something I've wanted to do for a while. And just like anyone that like says it, it's because, and the reason why they didn't do it is because you just feel like you don't have everything, you're not equipped. I also feel like I don't have a life. Reasons why I want to move, because I just feel like I'm boring here in Tampa. But that goes to show, that goes back to me like wanting to immerse myself here so that I do have a life and that I do know people and that I do know things that are going on. You know? Again, growth, because I learned all these things from USF. And that's what I'm here to say. Thank you, USF. You know, we got a love-hate relationship, but you really did what you were supposed to do. You turned me into a young woman. You did your job.